afraid of dying?
How do you know? You've never tried it before.
Children of the night, what music they make.
I would die for her. I would kill for her. Either way, what bliss.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Welcome to Fright Night.
What's the prime time?
Oh, so vulgar!
So, you are something you can't take home.
You're talking about him as if he were a human being. That part of him died years ago.
Death. There are no accidents, no coincidences, no mishaps, and no escapes.
Such sights to show you.
Ugly motherfucker.
Hey, you shut your face!
There's a formula to it. A very simple formula.
What are you gonna do? Knock my block off?
It's a scream, baby!
What is up, all you lovely people? We're back.
We're back.
We're back, man.
We are back.
Okay, I was about to say you were really low on. I was like, oh no, Michael's got no mic.
Do I have audio?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I think you were just really low. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone else, we are back for Fan Film Weekly. We were back over on Michael's channel last night for the first time in 2 weeks, and we're back today. Obviously, at a different time, as you can tell, the sun is still here. The sun has not left the sky.
It's kind of bright in here.
It is very bright in here. Like you still if you told me you were still, night, I would kind of believe you. There's one part in your bottom right hand corner where I can still see some light coming in.
Yeah.
But other than that, I can still see your light. If I were to turn my light on, you could barely see that. You could barely see that red light.
I got it tucked in between the shelves there, so you kind of get the darkness.
Yeah.
But as you go up, it fades and it's gone.
Yeah. But I mean, as y'all see, it is still light out. This is due to, and we've talked about it several times now, but it's just a scheduling change that has to happen for the next couple months. We moved Michael's later. We moved mine earlier. We're hoping that gives everyone who wants to join in on these, at least one opportunity to jump in. With that said, let's see who's in the chat. Let's see who we got today. We got Jerry showing up. Jerry, that was like 35 minutes ago. Jerry was the first commenter 30 minutes before the stream even started. What's going on, man?
If you're not first, you're last.
Exactly. Russell Dorsey, what's up, everyone? Smash that like button. Hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Happy Fan Film Tuesday, everyone. And smash that like button if you haven't already. Thug Life. That's, man, I believe me, I get the Thug Life. And thank you so much for your comment, Russell. I can't wait to have the ability. I know monetization is the big thing, but I just can't wait to have the customization capacity that you have. Being able to make custom emojis and stuff like that. I can't do any of that because I'm not monetized. I don't got the watch
soon
hours.
enough, my friend.
Bro,
Soon
it's one of my New Year's resolutions. I'm well over the subscriber limit. I've got I've got like 1,300 now. I just hit like 1,300 the other day.
That's awesome. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, thank you. But my watch hours are just in the tank. So yeah, hoping to get there this year.
You'll get it.
And
We will
Val,
make that happen, and all these great people in the chat will make that happen too, Eric.
yeah, I really, thank you so much for being here. I don't really say just that part enough. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come watch this ugly mug talk about movies and just share his perspective with the world. But yeah, it really does mean a lot to me. I say that a lot of my videos. It really does mean a lot to me that you're here. But thank you. And Val, the general is in the chat, and the general always gets a salute.
Oh,
thank you so much. Yeah, I was about to say you better pep up there, man. Val is saying, welcome to the channel. Please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video out on your social media. Hit the bell icon to get notifications of new videos and upcoming streams. Oh, man, so perfect, so succinct. And then we got, who else we got in here? DJ Plays Favorites is saying, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for jumping in. Sarah Campbell is jumping in. I was wondering if you'd be able to make it, Sarah. I didn't know if this would be too early for your schedule. Who I believe that's everyone we got in the chat. Oh, no. Denisha Lane going, what's going on? How you doing today? Thanks for dropping by. My Chunky Jordy is showing up. What's up? Ages of Fear. What's going on, gentlemen? Smash the like button. Looking forward to kicking with the boys again. What's up, fellas? Not much, man. We're going to be watching some. We're going to be watching 2 shorts. Unfortunately, Tuesday will have to be we have a time limit on Tuesdays. It'll have to be a little bit shorter of a day, but we're going to be watching a couple of Texas Chainsaw fan films, which I'm a big Texas Chainsaw fan. We've discussed that before. I put Leatherface on my Mount Rushmore just because I think he was the first of the modern slashers. So I'm excited about Leatherface. We do a lot of Texas Chainsaw on mine.
Poor Norman Bates. He just gets left out in the cold.
That's why I said modern slashers.
Poor Norman.
Like, if we're going first, like actual slasher, I'd put him in there.
Hell yeah, dude.
When did Psycho come out?
1960.
Okay. This was 18 years later. That's why I say modern. It's like I wouldn't.
Chainsaw was 74. Halloween was 78.
Oh, yeah.
Chainsaw and Black Christmas were a month
74.
apart. Yeah, like a month and a half apart.
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, it's a different type of movie. I feel like so.
Yeah,
that's why I like to clarify. I consider Leatherface first of the modern slashers. But yeah, man, I'm not trying to throw any shade on Norman Bates. But yeah, we're gonna be watching a couple of Texas Chainsaw fan films, and then we're also gonna probably throw out a. Now I'm gonna say this before we get to it. I have not checked into this fan film at all.
Yeah,
I know that it exists. I know that it's listed on a fan film website that I found that, and they usually only list like the bigger fan films, like
yeah.
If it's some, like someone just made it with a camcorder in their backyard, nothing wrong with that. But this site usually doesn't list those because there's so many of those. And that's all I know about it. Other than the content of it, like what it's about. And I'm not going to say what that is yet. We'll see how we feel after the two Texas Chainsaw ones. They are shorter, but I think we're going to have a good time with them. And I want to point out really quick, Sarah throwing out there our podcast link.
I forgot to do that last night again. I always forget. Yes, please, guys, check out the Silver Screen Banter.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We're having a really good time with that over there. And it's non-horror. I mean, it's not like we don't talk about horror. It's just mostly what have we done so far? Can you remember? We did our top 5.
We did Reacher.
We did Reacher season 1,
2,
and then Reacher season 2. Then we did top 5, 10 out of 10 movies each.
Yes.
Movies we think were perfect, which was such a fun episode.
It was.
We did top 5 guilty pleasures, and then we did a top 5 disappointments, which was that was an interesting one to talk about. Those movies that you were so excited about, and then you see them and it's just a turd.
So I have something, that comes along with that. It's called the rule of 5, okay?
Okay.
90% of the time, part 5 sucks, okay? It does. Halloween 5, Friday 5, Nightmare 5, Rocky 5, it's
What
just
was
like the
Chucky's 5?
I don't know.
I think Chucky's 5 was getting into like Bride or Seed.
Not really sure. But usually it's the rule of 5 for me. Like 5 is my expectations have been lowered if ever a 5 comes out. It's like, "All right, Michael, the track record you have with 5,
It's Seed of 5 or Seed of Chucky. Sorry,
we'll just
Seed of
call it seed
Chucky.
of 5." I like
Yeah,
that even better.
yeah, Seed of Chucky. So it's it's on the downspin. It's on the downspin there for that one as well. Does that hold for? Is there any exceptions to the rule of 5?
In my head right now, no. But you could say something, and I'd be like, "Yeah, yeah, like you might be right about that one."
You know what? I think
Yeah.
I might know an exception to the rule of 5. Hold on a second.
That's why I throw out the 90%. And Sarah brought up a good one. Fast 5 is good. I do like Fast 5. Fast 5 is. I'm with you on that one, Sarah.
Hold on a
I
second.
got you.
I do know an exception. And it's kind of a loophole. The exception
God.
is Texas Chainsaw Massacre, because you know what the 5th movie in that franchise is?
Was
It's
it
a
the remake?
2003 remake.
Okay.
There's an exception in horror.
Yeah, there is one. Not Russell Jerry's throwing out Wrong Turn 5.
Wrong Turn 5.
Yeah, I think
Wrong
that goes
Turn
in the
5 is
direction of my point from before about 5s, Jerry.
that's a damn Oscar caliber movie right there, Jerry. What are you talking about?
Oscar award winner.
Yeah, Mr. Rick saying Chucky 5 was Seed. Yeah, it's Seed of Chucky was number 5, and it's I don't know. When him and oh god, when him and oh god, why can't I think of their name? Their kid's name.
I don't remember it either.
Yeah, at the end of the movie, they actually split into 2 people because the whole bit is Chucky wants a son, Tiffany wants a daughter. Glenn and Glenda. That's
Yes, it is
but
Glenn and Glenda.
yeah, they're in a car driving, and like they drive Britney Spears or someone who's supposed to be Britney Spears off the road, and Chucky says, "Oops, I did it again."
Yeah.
That's the caliber of movie you're getting with Seed of Chucky. Not a good one.
Well, I mean, you can even bring up, Halloween. You know what I mean? Halloween 5. There's so much with that. And my 2 favorites to point out in that one is one, Michael crying. That's my favorite to point out. It's just like, that was absurd. And then, the other scene where he's under the tree kicking rocks, pacing around back and forth, while the other 2 characters are having that conversation. And it's just like, what are we doing here?
It's one of those where I feel like they didn't have enough material for a full-length feature, so they're trying to add stuff in,
It's like, Michael, you got to do, you can't kick rocks, buddy.
Yeah,
Like-
you can't. But man, I don't even think part 5 is the worst in the franchise. But you're right, it is definitely a low point.
It is my most disappointing. I do not think it is, the worst either. But definitely my most disappointing, especially
And that's
after
because
4.
I was about to say, and that's because it follows 4. Imagine how you would feel if 6 had followed 4. You'd be even worse.
Yeah, I'd have a lot of questions. It's bad, man. Like that whole little run there with Halloween, I would just love for it not to have happened. Like, I think my most disappointing though, and we talked about this, dude, and I go back and forth between Halloween 5 and Rocky 5 just because Rocky 4 was so good. I mean, Rocky 4 is probably my favorite Rocky movie. And it was just like, what did I say on silver screen? Like, it's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. Then it just ended.
Yeah, then it ended. Yeah, that's kind of a direct quote, man. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better. And then it ended.
And then it ended. And I was just like,
Yeah, man. We'll see. Hold on a second. I am gonna check out this Sorry, nah, we're not gonna do that one. Anyways, sorry, y'all. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place here. I'm like, oh, we're back doing these things, and then
Yeah.
I'm like, where is my head at right now? Plus, I just woke up. Not even gonna lie, y'all. I got to bed around like 12:30 p.m.
Ooh,
after work. And then my alarm went off at 4:10. And I'm like, oh, I'm not ready. I'm not ready.
that'll be fine.
Um,
It'll be fine.
So we're gonna let me get these things started here. I'm gonna get this one pulled up. I already went ahead and had the forethought to get it set up to do just in case, because we had the choppiness a couple times previously.
Mhm.
So I went ahead and there's a way to remedy that. I went ahead and set that up so we're not going to have any choppiness.
Ooh.
But it did take I went ahead and got it ready so I didn't have to like stop mid movie and then do it. But with that said, the first one we're going to watch is called The Chase. And it came out. I should have had this up already, but unfortunately I don't.
Sound like me on a Monday.
Yeah.
It came out at this time.
It came
great.
out. Here we go. Came out 9 months ago. Over on a channel called Wild Plains Productions, and as always, everyone, the link to this movie and the link to the creator's channel is in the description of the video. Let's make sure we're going over there to show them some love. Drop some likes, drop some comments on the video. Just showing them some appreciation for putting this thing together for us, because it's not easy to do, as we've seen, as we've heard. It's not easy to do, and we definitely want to make sure they're getting their flowers for that. And with that said, Michael, unless you got anything else, man, I'll probably go ahead and start this first one. It is only 11 minutes and 47 seconds. Like I said, it is a shorter one.
Right. Yeah, no, man, I'm good. Let's check it out. Anxious to get started.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get this one started as always. So, okay, we got it up here. We're going to hide that. As always, let me know how the audio is. We do have a big disclaimer here because, you got to have those. Here we go. All right. And here we go. There's no sound yet. So the Saw is family. I'm just waiting on that old school flashbulb sound.
I love that, man.
The vibe they've got, already perfect.
Yes, I agree.
To me, this legit looks like they got an old camcorder.
It does. They did a great job with the editing on that.
And the coloring, too. I think they're about to die. Is it a little loud for anyone else?
Not for me.
All right. I'll turn it down on my headphones. So.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that was good. I got a feeling he's going to be like cut in half or something. Like it's only the top half. Oh no. Oh no, this ain't going to end well.
No. I wonder what's wrong with him and why he's crawling and not just running like
Probably like broke his legs or something.
I'm assuming.
Maybe it was just a cliche horror movie crawl. Pull, woman. Pull. Yeah, the hook is the worst part, Sarah. Hook is...
Yeah, whether it be that type of hook or hanging them up.
Yeah.
Like
Either way, like a fisherman's hook or a meat hanging hook is not...
Yeah.
Oh,
you're coming in with the sledgehammer. I mean, nothing says I want you in pain before you die than a sledgehammer.
well, see, that's what I was thinking. But if you get back to the
Oh, right in the damn leg.
Oh, that's what I thought he had done earlier. Oh, did you see that? Oh man. Oh man. My thought was if you go back to the reasoning behind the sledgehammer.
Oh, you're an idiot.
Yep. Bro, whoever's doing Leatherface has a damn good... Oh, that's fast,
too. Yeah. Had to reach for the camera, didn't you?
You need proof. It's her own undoing.
I knew he was going to be right there. I'd be yelling timeout the whole time I was running. Leatherface is cooking for a bigger guy, isn't he?
Dude, as much as I want to play Jason and everything, in my current state, I'm kind of perfect for Leatherface.
He's moving out for a bigger fella.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
That was effective. His like jumps through there. Sorry, one of the downsides to being this early is that it's really dark on my screen. I got a glare. I might have to get some blackout curtains.
Get them Walmart specials, man.
I got them in my bedroom because, like I said, working nights, I got to sleep during the day. You got to have them in there, but
yeah,
I might need to get some in here. Man, they've done really good with this so far.
Oh yeah, I'm digging it. Kind of getting a little bit of vibes from the 2003 when he's walking through and she's hiding in the locker.
Oh, definitely.
Kind of like the angles on Leatherface for that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely getting that too.
I thought it was going to be in the face, but and you wonder why people say curiosity killed the cat. The end.
That's a good kill.
It is a very good kill.
Through the wall? I'm here for it, man.
Well done.
Yeah. Nope. Is he making? I bet he's going to be making that suit into a new mask.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well done. Well done.
Very well done. Wait. Hold on. There's more.
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, I was about to say. There's his new mask. Playing with the video camera. That's creepy as hell.
It is. Goodbye, horses. I don't know why that popped in my head.
Yo, that was damn good.
It was.
Like
it
for
was
a
what,
Texas
11
Chainsaw
minutes?
Mill. Yeah, it was 11 minutes and 47 seconds, but you felt like you got a whole damn movie in there, man.
Yep.
There was only 2 kills, but let me move this back over here so I'm not looking to my left the whole time. Yeah, dude, that's 11 minutes 47 seconds, and they did that. It's like the Coleman brothers who had 6 minutes with what do they call theirs?
Their Texas Chainsaw film.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
short. Yes.
Yeah, there was a really clever name for it though. I really liked it. But yeah, man, they're doing these things with just incredibly short amount of time.
Yeah.
And they still establish such a good story.
Russell says Raw.
Raw, yeah, that's the one. Raw,
Yes.
man. Raw was only 6 minutes, but you were in it. Like you were in it the whole time. It was absolutely gorgeous. That one was so well done. One thing I want to talk about, man, the coloring and the cinematography.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so important, and I don't think people realize quite how important it is in horror films. But like, if they were to just have it as like a standard color profile for the video, it wouldn't have had that same grit and that same feel to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, man. It got a lot of really good Texas Chainsaw vibes from it. Like it felt like a Texas Chainsaw movie. It didn't feel like people making, a fan making a Texas Chainsaw movie. From the sound, my only complaint, and it's me nitpicking, is I didn't get my sound.
Yeah,
what
I was thinking
Like,
about that. Didn't get the flashbulb.
One little thing, that I absolutely love. But again, that's so petty, barely even worth mentioning. But so good, man. I really did enjoy this one. I really did.
What's up, Dominic? We just finished the first one. We're gonna chat for a little bit here, and then we're gonna jump into the second one. But okay, so other things I liked about it: the guy's performance as Leatherface.
Good.
What did you think of that, man?
Yeah, I thought it was really good, man. He had those Andrew Bernarski vibes to him. Like it felt like Andrew Bernarski, Leatherface. That being, my favorite Leatherface. No offense, Gunnar Hansen. But it's that's the one I would want if I were making a Texas film. That would be the Leatherface that I would want in my film. And I think not only was he in it, from the mask looking dead on, looked amazing. His build, his movements were all great, man. And I really don't have anything to complain about from that aspect. It felt like it. Even when we were watching, I said, does this feel a little 2003 to you? Some of the angles as he was walking through. Yeah, I guess that was like a shack or a barn or, whatever that was that he was walking through with the chainsaw. It gave me the vibes of in 2003 when he's walking down that aisle.
The row of lockers.
Yeah, and she's in one of the lockers, and you get that. It's in the intro to my show, when Leatherface is walking through that. It gave me a lot of those vibes, man, and that's fantastic. You got my favorite Leatherface, and you're hitting all the little things that I want to see. It was great. And the sledgehammer, bro, like I'm sure we'll get to kill stuff, but that was
well, I was just gonna say, like, effects. There wasn't a lot going on. Like, I think they definitely went the approach of the original Texas Chainsaw. Because if you think about, people were complaining about the original Texas Chainsaw, like how bloody and how gory it was. But then you go back and watch, and there's like you actually don't see almost any. And they did a really good job with that here, where you don't see the kill scene. Obviously, when it gets to her kill scene, you see a lot of blood, but like we never actually saw the hook go into the guy's back. We actually never even saw him die, but we got hints of it, and that was enough to like make you just kind of and the hitting him in the knee with the sledgehammer, man.
See, that's the thing. Like, I really didn't have to see him die, because if that's me and I get cracked in the knee with the sledgehammer like that, I'm taking a knife and sticking it in my own forehead. Like, I'm not limping away from that. It's not happening.
Yeah.
It's just, where's that chainsaw at? You just hand it to me. Go get her. I'll take care of this. Like, no. I always joke about, like when we watch Friday the 13th, 09. If my Achilles gets cut like that, you don't have to pull me in the hole. I'm jumping in. Just end it for me. Like, there's no way I'm limping away from that. It's not happening.
Yeah, it's Sarah's throwing this out there. He was hauling ass through that field. Reminded me of when defensive players catch the football and have to take off. Loved it. Yeah,
He looked like
yeah,
Vince Wilfork with the chainsaw, running
bro.
an interception back. Is
The
what he looked like.
fridge looked
Yeah.
like the fridge running a intercepted pass
I
back.
think
Yeah,
I think my comment was like, he's moving pretty good for a bigger guy. Like, look,
that was your exact comment, and that's when I realized I was born to play Leatherface because I'm pretty quick for a fat guy.
he doesn't look like he's running out of gas anytime soon. But 100 yards is a long way to run, Jim.
What's up, Michelle? Yeah, man, this was just it was a very good Texas Chainsaw movie.
Yeah.
And it gives me I'm really excited every time I see these shorts because it shows me that hey, you don't have to start with like a feature length or like a 45-minute movie to make a good movie.
No.
You know, you put all your resources into a 5 to 10-minute film and you can make a damn good film.
Well, they used the stock footage, or not stock footage. Let me rephrase that. They used the footage of them
Archived
filming.
footage.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
what I'm looking for. They use that to build that connection with the character. It's like, oh, look, they're having a good time. They really care about each other, and you never want to see something bad, especially something that bad, happen to happy people, and good people. And that was the connection. That way, at the end, after everyone was said and done, they showed the camera and they showed the footage again. You know what I mean? To bring home, you feeling for these characters, man. And I think they did a great job. They did a great job with that.
Beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And they really did successfully make you care about these two characters.
Yes. And hell, we didn't even hear the guy talk.
No, we barely heard any of them talk.
Yeah, we heard her scream.
Yeah,
so we did hear voice, but I guess he screamed too when he hooked his
hold
back.
on a second. Was there any dialogue in this movie?
I don't believe there was, other than the cartoon on the TV. You know what I mean?
I don't think any of the characters in this movie talked.
I don't think so either.
And wasn't it similar for Raw? I think it was similar for Raw.
Well, there was a little bit of conversation when we watched Raw from the Coleman brothers because she's like, "Let me in," and
yeah.
Like, "No, fuck you!" Like it's over.
Yeah, but man, I just realized that there's no dialogue in this thing.
Yeah, but yet it's very effective, and yet you still care for the characters.
Yeah.
So what's that to be said about the way that it was made? It's fantastic.
Like the way that it was written and shot and acted is, bro. That was good. That was really good.
It was. I enjoyed it.
I really did as well. And that was, of course, The Chase. Very, very suitable name for it. The link for that video, as well as the link for the creators, are in the chat, the description of this video. Make sure to go drop a like on that thing because it deserves all the flowers, man. That was wonderful. The next one we're doing here is called Still Buzzing, which I think is a very fun name for a Texas Chainsaw movie. Still Buzzing. It is a little bit longer, but not by much. It's only 14 minutes. So, and then we'll talk about that one afterwards and see if we can figure out something else to watch. But first, let's go ahead and jump into Still Buzzing here.
While you're getting that set up, just want to say one more thing about that last movie we watched, dude. Is we've watched a couple Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan films at this point, man, and some very long. But I think that this one was just as, or if not more effective than some of the longer ones that we've watched.
Oh yeah, I think honestly, and this is not, I'm not digging on anything. This is all constructive, what I'm about to say, but we did watch the last one we watched on my channel before today was the Sawyer Massacre, I believe, which was supposed to be a prequel to Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
And
yeah. It was one of the criticisms I had was it was very long. We had a lot of the same thing happening multiple times.
Yeah.
And one of the criticisms was, I think if they were to trim a couple of segments out of that, like the camping family, I think if they were to have trimmed the camping family out, It would have cut the movie down significantly in runtime, but I think it would have been more effective.
Yeah.
And I think what we just watched, kind of supports that point.
Less is more.
You got enough that you're not overdoing it, and you're not, for lack of a better word, bloating your runtime. You're trimming all the fat away, and it just, I think you're absolutely right. This was as, if not more effective than some of the ones we've watched before. And I said it already, but it goes to show you, man, you should just, if you're starting out, don't write a 15-minute or 45-minute short. Just focus on 5 minutes, because everyone I've talked to would say if you're going to write 5 minutes, you're going to end up with 6 or 7. So focus on 5 minutes.
Oh yeah.
And this is just awesome, man. Awesome. So as I said, this is one called Still Buzzing, and I once again do not have the thing up to know when it's from. Okay, so this is a year ago from a creator called Gus Trapani, and we're just gonna jump into this because I'm excited to watch it. So as always, everyone, let me know how the sound is. Here we go. Oh, they got a good farm look there.
Yeah, they do.
Was this like a bank robber? I think it's supposed to be a bank robber. You're definitely losing your face, man.
Yeah, I mean, sirens in the background. He's got a bag full of money. He's wearing a ski mask. He stole it.
I couldn't imagine wearing a full ski mask like that in the freaking Texas heat.
Can you imagine wearing a Leatherface outfit? Jesus.
Man, their location, whoever their location scout is, they need a bonus. This is like perfect.
Did he rob whatever he robbed with that knife? That guy.
That's
bro,
a head.
Time to go. Yeah, it's time
Yeah, I
to
was
go.
about to say, I'm not investigating. This is why people die.
It's like, no, what happened here? Let's think about this. No, bro, it's time to go. There it is.
There it
baby.
is. Oh, that's a full-on decapitation.
Yeah, it's time to go. Let's make as much noise as you can. This chick's hauling ass. Hello there.
Y'all should run.
They're just looking at each other, piecing it together. Now it's time to go.
Oh, we're getting old school Leatherface.
That's pretty long. Oh, good job. Why's it got to be the sledgehammer? Stay away from my knees.
Oh, right to the head. Run, woman. Run.
No.
You have your chance.
Cover my mouth.
Is he dead?
Oh. What the fuck? Leatherface ain't got strength like that.
Oh my god, did you see that?
I did.
Bro.
Yet she still stands there.
Why are you still standing there? I'm still standing. There you go. now you want to run.
Dude, I would be in the next county by now.
Yeah, I was about to say. I'd already be in Colorado now. You leave? No. Do not stop. This isn't going to work out for you, woman. Right, Val? Why do they always stop running?
You remember when Forrest Gump ran on the football field and passed all the other football players? That would be me, dude. Like, that would be me down the street. 100%.
Oh.
Why would you get into a truck look like that? It ain't gonna start.
It's a good visual, though.
It is. Very good.
Is it cold out there? I feel like you can see Leatherface's breath.
I didn't notice it.
She's gonna slam the door shut or something when she gets out. Like just absent-mindedly.
Oh, it didn't close all the way. Let me try again.
Are you running back in there? Bro, he's so big.
Why are you still there? Why aren't you down the street?
It's a good angle. Hey, there you go. At least, if you're going to be stupid and not run, at least arm yourself. Oh, that's a good shot. Oh, their saw is actually on. I appreciate that. ready.
She changed to attack position.
There you go.
Did you just jump into a pen?
Where are you gonna go from here? That's a fun one. I like how he still got the knife sticking out of his back. Will you quit getting in damn trucks, woman, and
You
just
don't even have
fucking
keys,
run?
even if it was unlocked. Were we sure that other guy was dead?
Michael, man, I can't hear you. Like, you're so low compared to this movie.
Oh.
I can barely hear you. And that's why I was asking everyone earlier, like, is this too loud?
Probably.
What was you saying?
Like, were we positive that other guy's dead?
Here it goes. Oh my god. Oh, those squishes. Whoa. That was... All right, we can cut now. Oh, you can cut now. You can cut now. Jesus, you can cut now. Whoa. Is it gonna be the bag of money? Yeah, it's the bag of money the guy dropped at the beginning.
Got him a new face and possibly a new wardrobe. With all his money.
would care, like give a shit less about money. Whoa. Okay. That was
Well, all right.
a lot.
Well, all right.
Okay. Thoughts, man. Just overall thoughts for you first.
It was a fun watch. I had a good time watching it. I'm not a big fan of that look of Leatherface. Not my favorite. But I mean, I think they did a good job with the movie. I think it was really good. But comparing it to the first one, I think that they were, two totally different types of Leatherfaces for one.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it was good, man, and it was effective, and it was fun.
Yeah. They were both good. If I were to pick, I would probably I think I do enjoy the first one a little better. I think what we mentioned earlier about less is more
Mhm.
would come into play here with that second one. I think you could cut a bit of this back.
About 5 minutes. I think you probably take about 5 minutes out of this one.
I'd probably take about 3, and I think you could be really effective. And also, I think Leatherface made too much noise.
Way too much noise.
And I mean, he does make noise in the original and in some of the others, but it's just once it gets used too much, it
Mhm.
starts being like, okay, it feels like a gimmick a little bit, and it's less mysterious and everything. So, um, yeah, I don't mind this look of Leatherface. I think I dig this look of Leatherface.
Mm.
Like I said, man, if they were to trim a few minutes out of it, and there was the one like scene where they're building tension when
Mhm.
she's hiding in the barn or whatever, and it felt like that went on a little too long.
Right.
And then after he killed her, like the scene of cutting the face off, that's definite case of less is more. He should have. I mean, I get it. You're going for it felt like you're going for shock value at that point, which is okay in some regards. If it's a Texas Chainsaw movie, I think you can go for your shock value in a different way. Usually, shock value in Texas Chainsaw is not necessarily the gore, but it is putting the hook in someone's back, or the door opening and just a random sledgehammer hitting the guy. And that was a little bit of a debate I had with myself at the beginning, was that Leatherface has never been a traditional slasher where he just wants to kill people. And even in the original, even with the collecting the face and stuff, that's not the point. The point has always been you got to get meat to feed your family. So that's why the kills happen. He just happens to take the faces so that he can have something for himself. And the reason for the sledgehammer is because that's the way they used to kill cattle. You hit them at the back of the head in a very specific way, so it kills them quick, so that doesn't have time to. Because apparently there's some anatomy thing where if you hurt something before you kill it, it releases like a specific chemical, and it actually makes the meat taste worse. And that's what he did. That's from part of the canon in some movies, is that he worked at a slaughterhouse, and he would use the hammer to kill the animal. So that's a little bit of why the sledgehammer came into play. But here they definitely went a more traditional, just serial killer route, where he's just using a sledgehammer to destroy people. And dude, when he stepped on that guy's face, I was like, "What in the world?" And I wanted to pull up a comment from from Sarah because it does bring up another good aspect of this movie. Is how the sledgehammer going to bounce off him, but the foot goes through the head. That is an editing thing, you know? Like, in my opinion, they should have edited that a little different so you don't actually see as soon as the strike occurs from the sledgehammer, you cut. You know, you change so you don't see the sledgehammer bouncing because it's obvious it's a foam sledgehammer, you know? It's a prop. Right?
I had a hard time connecting with the characters in this one too. Like,
Yeah.
it was very random. Like, what was the point other than for Leatherface to have the bag of money, you know, other than to carry your face in for that other guy to be there? You know what I mean? Like, it just, like, I didn't really have the connection with the characters. But again, like I said, you know, it was fun. Like, it was a fun watch.
It's definitely a it's definitely just one of we're just showing up to see Leatherface kill some people. And in in some regard that's the way the first one was as well, because we didn't have a survivor, we didn't have a final girl. And in a short, it's hard to set up a bunch of people, and if you only got two people there as as victims, you can't have just a single kill scene, so it makes sense. But yeah, I definitely get that with establishing the characters. And this is one where they should have taken taken a few minutes of that gore away at the end, added that to the beginning, and like when he found her, there should have been some words exchanged. There, in my opinion, there should have been some like her trying to explain it to him, like, "Hey, we got to go. There's someone here," and him trying to help her, like, "Oh my God, you're covered in blood. Oh, by the way, there's a dude decapitated right there. Maybe we should have a few words about what's going on." But the fact that they just kind of stood there, they could have used that extra few minutes at the beginning to do exactly what you're saying, and give us some backstory, or establish the characters in a way so we're like, okay, we want you guys to live. For all I know, that first dude's a criminal. Like,
Well, he was a criminal.
yeah,
Like,
that's
there's no doubt about it. He's a criminal.
oh no,
Like,
that's
so,
what I'm saying. That's all
yeah.
we know. For all we know, that's what he is. He shows up at a bank robbery. He might have shanked an innocent bank teller to grab those grab that money. So could be I want him to die. Michelle, by the way, have a good one. Thanks for stopping in. So yeah, man, they could have cut a little bit out of the ending, after the action starts and the suspense building stuff, because they went a little overboard with it on some of them. And then added that to the beginning of the characters to give us a little bit more connection to them.
Yeah, and I'm kind of wondering too, and maybe they just leave this up to the imagination of what happened, and I'm cool with that too. But why did she have so much blood on her? What happened before?
Yeah.
So there is that aspect too, and I do like that because you can kind of fill that in, with your imagination on what was going on when she came running out of there.
Yeah, you can. But yeah, that one, they were both good. And to get into some positives of this last one, the cinematography was also on point
It
again.
was good. Location, we talked about that.
Location was just beautiful, and they do have a thing. They do have a thing in their video on YouTube. In the description, it says, "Huge thanks to Moody Farms for letting us shoot."
Oh yeah.
Shoot on their beautiful farm. So yeah, there you go. You got that, which is that's amazing. Finding those places and a shoot that good, and I thought I believed that those people were dressed out of the 70s because that was supposed to be in 70s.
She had the bell bottoms on.
She had the bell bottoms on. I there was a lot of good about this. Like I said, we are trying to be constructively criticizing with these, or critiquing these rather. But there was a lot of good, man. It acted beautifully. Like it once again, you got basically no dialogue.
Right. I'll tell you something that really sticks in my mind. Something that I really did like about, one of the visuals of this. Granted, that scene, I do feel like it went on a little far with, him peeling her face off, and that's cool. But that shot with the sun setting in the background, his silhouette standing there, you could still see the knife in his back, as he said. I thought that looked really good. I really liked the way that looked.
Yeah,
I did.
and other than the noises, like all the noise that Leatherface made,
Mhm.
overall it was a good performance. It was a
Yeah.
bit overdone, but it
Yeah.
was a good performance of Leatherface. It is a completely different type of Leatherface than we got in the last one.
And I will tell you this, man, like, the Pretty Woman Leatherface isn't my favorite Leatherface, but for it to be that Leatherface, it looked good.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
the costume looked great, just because it's not my favorite, doesn't mean that I can't recognize that does not look, it looks spot on, man. They
Yeah.
killed it with that. They did.
Yeah, they definitely did. I was a big fan. I was a big fan of both. Like I said, if I was to pick one, I'd probably go with the Chase. They very efficiently made a film. Only 11 minutes and 47 seconds, and they got it. They got all that in there. The ability to make us like the characters, the ability to make us not want these characters to die. It was good, man. It was good.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the deal, y'all. Those were the only two I had for certain down. There are others we could watch. I do have a hard cutoff, unfortunately, because of this new scheduling thing. I can pick something else just short to watch.
I'm curious about the one you talked about backstage.
I did open that one to get it ready.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna make it on.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. There are others though. There are others that we could look into of a similar subject.
Okay. I
If
gotcha.
if you wanna give that a shot.
Hey, it's up to you, man. It's definitely up to you. Whatever you want to do, I'm down. I am down.
All right. You know what we'll do? We're gonna do something that what I can say I've never done so far, and that's just pull up a fan film that I've
Just
not
see
looked,
what happens.
not looked into at all, not verified any quality whatsoever. Yeah.
Let's just see what happens. It'll be fine.
You know what? Here's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be a short one because I don't want to pull up something. This one is from a couple years ago. We're gonna see how it is. Man, fuck it. We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. See what happens.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. All
That's
right,
a great thing with fan films. You never know what you're gonna get.
You don't. And I'll be perfectly transparent. I'm pretty sure I've said this a couple times. I don't just say, okay, we're gonna watch this fan film. I do open them and like click through to see, watch a couple seconds here and there, see quality, see what the camera quality looks like, something like that. And there's some that, I'm like, I don't really want to watch that on the channel.
Right.
I appreciate the fact that it exists. But I'm talking, if it's a couple people in a backyard shooting a home movie style, typically I don't pick those. I want more of a production element to it, a little bit more production value.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with those. That those exist for a reason because that's the steps people took to get to the fuller production. But there's some that I don't pick, and I'm sure you're the same way.
Yeah.
And because of that, typically, like I said, I open them and I look through them. This one, no clue. It's 6 minutes, so we're gonna watch it. It's not Texas Chainsaw. This is a Conjuring.
Yeah,
film.
baby.
This came out. Looks like came out when it was 3 years ago. Came out 3 years ago, and it is titled the same as the third Conjuring movie, which is The Devil Made Me Do It. But it's The Devil Made Me Do It, short horror film inspired by The Conjuring. So we're gonna we're gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it for the first time together. This is one that, as far as I know, you haven't seen. I haven't seen it.
Says inspired by The Conjuring 3.
Okay, inspired by The Conjuring 3. So y'all, this will probably be the last one we watch for the day. So we'll see how it goes here. Let me know how the volume is.
Be silent.
Well, leading off with The Exorcist, that's good.
Very smooth camera movements.
Oh, oh man.
Give us this day our daily bread. Give us our trespasses.
Something's up. You can tell already something's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's some good editing.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Bro, the atmosphere already is great.
Maybe I should see who that is. Oh wait, I'm home alone.
You know,
I'll just
typically I
watch
would
The
say
Exorcist.
typically I'd say white people, but he's Asian, so I can't say that. Something's gonna be inside that other door. Bro.
Nope.
Yeah, I was about to say, bro, keep a freaking light on. What is that thumping?
Is he coming out of that little hole? Like his little...
Is that a vent?
Oh, Jesus. I'm having Paranormal Friday flashbacks right now. Shit.
Oh, this is why you keep your phone charged.
I didn't leave that door open.
Yeah, it's like, was that open before?
Come on, you're
a grown ass man.
It's not great, but that's not my plan of action either.
Oh shit!
You ain't lying, buddy. Oh, he's gonna move it back, and there's gonna be a face there, isn't there, Eric?
Something like that.
Oh, that's gonna work.
Oh shit! That's not good. It's not good.
Is that a meat cleaver?
That was a meat cleaver. Oh shit, that's not good.
I'm seeing the connection here between The Devil Made Me Do It.
What's he doing? Is he just cleaning up?
Or is he cutting himself? I would think he'd probably be ending it
Yeah.
or just writing on the wall. That was fun. That was fun. I like that.
That was a great use of tension and atmosphere.
Yeah. Yeah, it
And
was good.
That was 6.5 minutes. That's a good use of 6.5 minutes.
It is. It is, man. They had me hook, line, and sinker. I was invested 100%.
Yeah. And cinematography wise, like everything was beautifully lit, beautifully shot, very crisp, smooth camera movements.
I mean, technically, he could have probably shot that himself.
The only reason I think that wasn't the case is because you had that one opening shot where the camera panned several times. Other than that, like he had some dynamic shots, but they were all push-ins and pull-outs, which you can do.
Right.
You can do yourself. Yeah, dude. Like that. And hell, there's actually like remote control gimbals that you can
move.
you can set to do a specific camera movement. So, bro, he probably could have done that himself. He might even talk about it in the thing. Oh yeah, I think he did. Yeah, he said Conjuring 3 follows a true story of murder case in which the killer claimed to have been possessed by a demon. This is why I filmed this intro to show how this man became demonic and the actions that follows. I really like that he has he's got a list of like the camera equipment he used in the description of the video. Man, that was solid.
Yeah,
that was solid. Like it was just tension. It was short, but you got plenty in that 6.5 minutes, dude. That's so good. I love things like that. And it's out of the ordinary for us. We don't usually watch stuff like that. We're more and more slasher, but beautifully executed,
dude.
Beautifully executed,
and that's not easy to do. Like when you talk about paranormal fan films, it's like, man, that's got to be tough to do. But this guy, he captured me from the beginning. You know, it's probably the only fan film that we've watched in a while where I was just like, oh shit. You know, like actual fear. Like I believe I said when we were watching, oh shit, this reminded me of a Paranormal Friday. I'm thinking about when that person looks over and that freaking thing comes out of the bed. Like I'm just like, it's gonna come any minute. Or when he had the covers over his head, I was like, God damn it, Eric, there's gonna be a face there in a minute, isn't there?
And
But
you
no,
know
man.
what? I think I applaud him for the way he handled that.
Yeah.
Because you got to have some sort of payoff. And, being a small budget like I'm assuming this was, you're not going to be able to do some crazy effects of a demon, or you could try to hire someone else as an actor to show up there. But like seeing them off screen and then just being possessed.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like the shortcut he did, like the editing from when he turned off the bathroom light and all of a sudden he's still standing there,
Mm-hmm.
Perfect editing. It's very minimal, but it's used to perfection, man.
Yeah.
This was like a little masterclass into how to make a short film, in my opinion. That was
great.
Beautifully executed. Yeah, everyone, we're probably going to start wrapping up here. I know it's a shorter one, but because of scheduling, Tuesdays are going to become a little shorter. They're probably going to be a bunch of shorts from now on until we get back to our normally scheduled time. But man, this was fun. I'm so glad we're back. I'm so glad we did something a little out of the ordinary for us with that. I might start looking into more of those.
It was fantastic, man. It's definitely something, I do dig paranormal stuff. So, hell yeah, man. It was great. It was fun.
And Val pointed out, I don't think there was any dialogue
other than him saying, oh shit.
Oh yeah.
Where he's like, oh shit. But I believe I said, you damn right about that, buddy. Like,
yeah.
I think that was the only dialogue. So, I mean, that's pretty much 3 with like very minimal anything, but yet all effective. So that's fantastic.
Yeah, that one really worked. They all 3 really worked. I had some, preferences and some critiques of them, but overall, man, great. Once again, Sarah and Val, throwing some links out there. That's Michael's channel. If you're live here or watching the replay and you haven't subscribed to Michael's channel, go definitely do so. We do this on his channel on Mondays at a later time. And we always do different films. So there's a ton over on yours that we watch together that are amazing. This is Sarah throwing our podcast up there. Yeah, we'll be back again this week with some top 5 Marvel movies. I forgot we did top 5 DCEU films last week.
Yeah,
which was another fun one. We had a lot of discussion about some specific movies because there's not that many in DCEU. We had some overlap, but this coming week, man, I'm excited about Marvel. And Val, thank you so much. Val's throwing out my Patreon link out there. If you do want to join, feel free. A couple of levels, something that should fit everyone. I currently doing watch-alongs of Chucky, and I'm about to add another show on there. There's a link up so everyone on my Patreon can vote for it. A poll up, so decide on what show I'm going to react to along with that. And yes, thank you so much. These are the people who made the films we watched tonight. Definitely be sure to go give them a like, throw some comments on the video. Make sure they know we appreciate them making them.
Yeah.
And with that, Michael, we're probably going to wrap it up here. You got anything you want to plug for this upcoming week on your channel?
All I can really say is there's no Friday show this week. There's no Sunday show this week. So my next show will be next Monday. Unfortunately, all my Patreon people, you have a show coming out tonight, and we're going back. You guys already know what that is. We'll also have another Walking Dead coming later this week. Whorehound, I will be filming Friday and possibly some of Saturday. So look for late next week to get a recap of Whorehound and me walking around with the camera. So that's really all I have, man, for right now. Looking forward to next Monday's show and getting back on track next week. So Eric, this has been great. I want to thank you having me over again, dude. It's always a great time. Always a great time.
Everyone, if you could, once the stream is over, we don't say this a lot, but something that does help. Once the stream ends, if you wouldn't mind coming back and leaving a comment The chat obviously does help, but comments help after the stream ends, helps get more eyes, tells YouTube that people are still interested in the replay. And let me know what y'all think about the new time, because once the scheduling things get worked out, the idea was to move back to the normal time, which I believe was 8 p.m. for you on Mondays and 9 p.m. for me on Tuesdays. But if people do like this normal time, we can look at keeping them specific, this way, or moving them. So once the stream ends, let me know in the comments of the video what you think about the normal time. If you prefer to do it like Michael's, where they're at 10 p.m., or if you don't mind the 4:30 one right now.
I'll tell you what, I was digging the 10 p.m. start time last night.
It was,
I really was.
Other than me having to go to work like immediately after,
Right.
I was actually a pretty big fan of it as well. Like, it was nice and dark outside. I feel like, you got, and you brought this up too, it's less of a stress during the day of getting things ready. You got more time to get them ready.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So I did enjoy that. And like I said, the only problem for me is like I got to go right after to get to work.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
that's tough. But I mean, shit, 9:45. That'll give you an extra 15 minutes.
Yeah,
yeah. But I was really liking that later time. Like it felt good. We talked about time and everything. It's like I had time to eat dinner, enjoy dinner, and then get back and set all my stuff up. Check a few things before. And I was very well prepared last night. Like everything was super streamlined and nice because I had that extra bit of time to get everything ready. So I dug it.
And if that's the preference, like I said, I just wanted to make sure anyone who, if it's too late for them at 10 p.m. Eastern, that they could jump to this one. But if everyone's preference is to move it back to 10, we could do mine at 10 as well. Yeah. That would actually be better for me, if I'm being honest, because, well, like I said, I went to bed around 12:30 and my alarm went off at 4:10. So I didn't get much sleep, and I'm not going to have time to really get much more today. So yeah, that's the only thing for me. So but once again, if you prefer 10 or if you like the 4:30, come back when the stream ends, comment on the video and let me know which time. If you prefer 10, we'll move it back. We'll move next Tuesdays back to 10 as well. We'll just have a consistent start time all the way through.
Yeah. Sounds good.
All right, man. Well, other than that, on my channel this Saturday, we're going to have 1997 Year in Horror. I've already got the lists and everything made for that. On Patreon, you're going to have episode, I believe, 7 of Chucky. Like, I'm almost done with season 1. And you'll have episode 1 of whatever show you voted on, which I think right now the winner is looking like American Horror Story 1984, which is season 9. Because I've seen the first seasons, but from 1984 on, I haven't seen any of those. So, yeah, I'll get those up. And other than that, we'll see you back here or see you on Michael's channel next Monday and on my channel again next Tuesday.
Yep.
Yeah, with that, I love you all. Have a great, safe week. Peace.
Oh. I hate goodbyes.